Hello, is this thing on? Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone to everyone. I am YoshiChief. I like to run all sorts of Resident Evils and other games too. And what I have for you today is a Resident Evil 2, originally released in 1998. This is the Source Next version on the PC with a mod attached to it, because normally you can't skip any cutscenes in the game. You have to watch through them all. But this time we have a mod, so you can do that. The slight consequence of this is that there's going to be hardly time to explain everything that's going on in the game, because it's just, once you start, it's just bup, 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 bup. So I apologize if any explanations slip or things, but I'll do the best I can. So, I have two questions. The first is to Kuritas. Who am I going to be playing as today?
Today, you'll be playing as Claire.
We'll be playing as Claire. So, for tech, the timer will start as soon as in-game is visible. So I'll make sure to count down to that. But before I do, hey chat, are you ready? I said, you ready?
Let's get hype for this chat.
Then, with the awesome peeps in attendance and the hundreds watching at home, let's get ready to speedrun! We're going to start the game, but don't start the timer yet. I will count us in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... Go, and we are off. So we are going to be bobbing and weaving. We're going to do a lot of bobbing and weaving throughout the run here. And as you can see, so normally you're supposed to watch this cutscene, but you could just skip it just fine. Hi Kendo, bye Kendo, and then bye Kendo for real. So the first pretty tough trick here is we go in this alleyway, get the zombies to come out, and then quick shoot so that the zombie stackers, and that was a little unfortunate. So normally, if you do this right, you can go through that unscathed. But the third zombie just about caught me when I went through there, and then I got bat bit there. So I got bitten twice already, but that's okay. There are plenty of heals and things everywhere to back up if, you know, I get damaged a little bit too much. So a lot of this game is going to be lots of movement tech, lots of inventory management, and enemy management as well. So we got a quick shoot. And by quick shooting, you basically use the aim and fire button and then mash the aim button as you shoot so that you get to fire faster. And that's really, really good. More bobbing and weaving back there until we get to the start of the Raccoon Police Department, the RPD. And the main objective for Claire in this part of the game is she needs to get 3 big MacGuffins, or well, technically 4, because 2 of them are split into halves. But we have to find 3 MacGuffins in order to escape the police station. First thing to do is we need to open all the doors of the computer, which I just done there. And then we're gonna go into this magical hallway, which we get to go through a number of times, actually. We get to meet our second enemy even, the Licker. They respond by sound and they do a lot of damage, but if you could just go around here, you'll be fine. There is the U-shaped hallway with that door. We'll be going in there a little bit. And then once we go through a little bit more bobbing and weaving, whoop, there we go. Go past these 2 zombies here. There is a little bit of RNG involved in terms of if the zombie, you know, how the zombies themselves react. But in terms of placement, most of the time they will be static. And even though tank controls can be a little bit tough to get used to if you've not used it before, once you've mastered it and you know where everything is in the rooms and where you need to go, your movements will always, you know, match up if you do this exact same lines and such. So we go in here, we go into the STARS office, where we read a document in order to get the unicorn medal. And then we're going to go to Claire's weapon of choice, which is the grenade launcher. And we're going to skip a cutscene here in order to go back out. And we get to do part 2 of the statue puzzle here. We get to do this in multiple parts, you see, so we can waste less time. We usually count up to about 9 pushes here. A little bit more. And then hopefully this will be good enough to have the jewel drop. We're not going to pick up the jewel yet, though, because we'll be going back this way anyway. So we can leave the jewel there to pick up later. Hopefully this zombie won't grab me when I go around the back. He didn't. That is good. Sometimes that zombie will turn around very early, and you will get grabbed if that happens. But thankfully, Claire is all fine here. Gonna go past this Licker. Hi, Licker. Bye, Licker. As we go back to the start of the Raccoon Police Department lobby, we're gonna put away the pistol and the knife. We do not need them anymore. Then use the unicorn medal to get our first key, the speed key. And for anyone wondering, why is everything in Japanese? It's because texts, not only are there less characters in Japanese to display, but also it scrolls faster than English as well. So yeah, basically it's a lot faster there. What I just did back there is I went a particular line so that the Licker won't swipe me with his claws. Can be a little bit tricky to get right, but I managed to get it right there, so it's all good. So I've still only been bitten by 2 zombies. You actually do have a hidden health value, despite the game only telling you briefly, oh fine, caution, danger. You actually have 200 health at the start, and each zombie bite is worth 30 health. So I should be at 140. Ooh, made a little mistake there because I went the wrong way initially, but I managed to recover there. Now we're gonna go and get the first red jewel of 2 of them. We can't get the other one yet because we do not have the lighter. Oh no, a zombie's chasing a girl named Sherry. We don't want that to happen. We'll just go and go past this zombie here, skip a cutscene, and then we go on to the part where we need to get the valve handle, where not really an awful lot happens there. So, Curitas, do you have any messages for us while we go get the valve handle?
I sure do. Just to give a quick update on that open incentive right now, I've just received pictures of what those sprites look like. The ghost sprite looks like a ghost, and the sensed one looks like a blur. Like you can't even see the character. It's a literal blur. So, folks, if you're interested in seeing some very interesting sprites for Time Spitter, now's the time to donate and put it towards either the Ghost Linnaeus or Censored Linnaeus sprites. So that's open right now. Make sure to select that option when you donate in that poll, and you can also put it at the same time towards those Doom 64 Warp-Only Fun levels. So now is the time to donate. Perfect time to donate for those 2.
I think if I were to choose out of those ones, I'd probably go for the ghost one personally, but that's just me. It is up to you. Go ahead and donate to the one that you like. Now, while you were talking, I basically did some more bobbing and weaving around zombies. Managed to not get hit in either case, which is really, really good. I'm actually, other than those 2 bites at the beginning, I'm on a roll here. I'm very happy with this run. Of course, I'm gonna jinx myself saying this, but hey, that's just the way it goes. Stock scream sound. There we go. We've heard that scream in many a media franchise, I'm sure. Put the red jewel on there, and then get the diamond key, and then we go back out because now we have the diamond key. We now need to get the parts needed to blow up the part of that helicopter, because that helicopter is in the way, and we wanted to get it out the way. In order to do that, we need to find a detonator and explosives. The way we do that is we go right back to the bottom here. And then we go around this corridor over there one more time. Oh yeah, I did get that draw. We have to do the same dodge as before. Let's see if I can do it again. Nice, that was good. And now we can finally go into that middle room that we've been walking past a few times because we now have the lighter. Leon would normally have it on his person, but Claire, you don't get that because you have a lockpick instead. So now we have the second red jewel. Now we could go into a pretty RNG part of the game. Hopefully we do not get bitten at all. We're in the evidence room. Let's see what happens. So that zombie unfortunately turned around way too early. Sometimes he doesn't do that, and you can basically escape this room free if that happens. But that didn't happen. It's not all that bad though. So I do have a first aid spray, which I do have to use in order to make room for the detonator here. Now we have the 2 parts. Hooray, we can now blow up the helicopter. So let's go do that, shall we? Open up this door and then go up the ladder. You can see what I mean when I say there's hardly enough time for me to kind of explain everything because it's just room
I
to
hear
room
that,
to
yeah.
room to room. It's all going on here. See, I nearly went the wrong way again. That's just the way this run's been going on. It's all sorts going on. Now we have the second red jewel so that we can open up. Here is half of the first MacGuffin, the colored stones. Now we have the plastic bomb combined with the detonator, and you would have seen the helicopter blow up. But again, this is cutscene skip. So now we have more. We have to examine this body so that Chief Irons can turn around. And the less said about Chief Irons, the better. Trust me on this. We go around and we go through these corridors. We have to now find Sherry. Sherry's not very hard to find, to be honest. We just turn this light, put on there, and then there she is. And we have this conversation. She has someone going after her, apparently. Oh no, that's not good. We need to put a stop to that. Optionally, I went ahead and got a first aid spray out of that chest there. You don't need to do this if you're on a really, really good pace, but, it's a marathon run. You gotta be sure you can have something smooth there. So I picked up the heart key. Now we have to go and use that heart key immediately. So the way we do that is we go back out of the helicopter room, through there, and there is a door locked from the other side. You can just open down there. Go out to the staircase, go all the way down, and then we are in the police office. And there's where you use the heart key. Here is a green herb you can see in the corner there in case you need to give yourself a top-up. Don't need to do that, so it's all good. Now we're down in the basement area. There are doggos. We can stick to one side in order to get them to track you to that, and then as soon as you see them aggro, you just move to the other side to avoid. You have to go into the save room and then immediately go back out in order to trigger Sherry to appear. You now get to play as Sherry. Hooray! Except there's one problem. She is really, really slow. You'll see she is trying her very best. But, yeah, it is very, very slow. One little thing here is you have to do this box pushing puzzle make a bridge so that you can walk across it. You'll notice when you do a climbing up that Sherry will try and hoist herself up there. There is a random chance for Sherry to slip in the animation. There is absolutely nothing you can do about that. She didn't slip the first time. Is she gonna? No, she did not slip. So let's hope for a slipless run today, because it does cost like an extra, like quarter of a second, I'd say, each time it happens. Oh god, yeah, good, no slip, and no slip again. Oh come on, let's bring it home. Last one, yeah.
There we go.
That is excellent. I've not actually had that in a while during practice, so this is really good to see. We are doing all this because we need to pick up the club key. So you've noticed we pick up the spade key, heart key, club key. What is this, playing cards? Now we go down, we have to basically give this club key to Sherry. Ah, how rude. Dog's being rude there. Now we're back to Claire. We pick up the club key that Sherry has kindly given us. And what I tend to do, which will obviously cost a bit of time if you do this, is I use the club key on all the doors that that you can unlock with it, even if you don't go into the room, purely because then it gets rid of the club key once you use it on the actual door you need to go through. You don't have to do this, but if you want to make use of, your inventory having sort of less around there, then you can. That's unfortunate. I'm just gonna go around. It's a little bit slow, but it's fine. Now, here is where you do the YOLO horde. There is a faster way where you just literally just YOLO through the crowd. Problem is, if you get bitten by one zombie in a group, that you'll potentially get chain grabbed and you could possibly die. So I did a safer version of the YOLO horde by waiting for them to kind of bunch up and then go around the side. Bobbing and weaving through those zombies there, which is always nice to see. Liquor come in. Oh no, goodbye. Then we see this other zombie here. We wait to see what he does, then move around. This is where you use the club key. And unfortunately, unlike with Leon, you have a liquor to deal with in this room, which is very not pleasant. Now, for this puzzle, if you ever played Ocarina of Time, you'll notice the solution is very similar. 23 is number 1. And then you hear a cog fall down. Depending on where the liquor is, you might want to choose a different way out. But thankfully, I've only been hit by that liquor like once or twice. That's actually not so bad. See what there's on the air. Come on, Misty. Oh, Misty. How dare you? So I'm actually going to wait until I go past this row of zombies here before I use the first aid spray. Because then now I'm at full health. Now I back up and ready to go. There's not much of a reverse for Yellow Horde because you could just go around the edge. And we have the things that we need. Now we just need to get the last of the MacGuffins. First, we have to go around and back up the ladder. And you'll notice there's now a liquor there. That's always nice. Just go around. And as long as you don't bump into any of the walls, you should be fine. Now, for the second of the MacGuffins, we have to go up the stairs. And then around the top. And then you will fall down because, oh no, broken wooden floor. Which you get to skip, and you get to skip this as well. The solution's always the same here. The left and the middle left bookcases, shift them once to the right. Same solution every time. You get, here is the second stone. So I've got 2.5 stones. I need to get like the third half now in order to escape the police station. So we go up to the top. Again, unfortunately for Claire, Leon doesn't get this either. Claire gets a liquor in this room. Very hard to dodge a liquor there. It is possible, but worst comes to worst, just take a slash bite and then just be on your way. Use the crank, which you've been holding since near the start of the run, in order to get the staircase to pop down here, put the cog in, say yes, and then here is the last bit of the MacGuffins. You now have all the MacGuffins to move on to the second area game, which is the sewers, but we need to get there first. So once again, we go back down here and we get slashed by the liquor. We're still fine. As long as your health is in the fine range, which is 101 to 200, your character will be able to move at their fastest speed. If you are in caution or less, though, you will be, holding your hip. You'll be limping a little bit. Your top speed will be slowed, and also your turning speed will be slower as well. So you definitely want to keep your health topped up as much as you can when in these runs here. Now we get to go into the office where the chief isn't here anymore, but Sherry is. Hooray! So now we get to put the MacGuffins in here. Here's one. Here's two. And then last one. Boom. You should always make notes that the top option when you select an item is use, and the bottom option, the third one, is combine. Those are the ones you'll need. The second one is examine. You don't need to examine anything. Here's Chief Irons. He is sleeping with the fishes, as we say. We will be picking up this acid round. We are going to go ahead and fight our first boss, which is the G Mutant. We can use the quick shot here to basically spam. And boss is down. Excellent. That was incredibly smooth. Did not get hit whatsoever. That was incredible. I loved it. So now the reason why we're going back is that we need to pick up Sherry. Because Sherry, we want to get Sherry out of the city. She's left here all alone. With no one around to help her. We gotta help her out. Also, yeah, don't look at the body, Sherry. Just walk on by. Now we have a little bit of an escort thing. Now, in the vanilla game, if you run too far away from Sherry, she will stop, and you'll be forced to basically go back near her so you can pick her up again. But thankfully, the mod allows you. Oh no, Sherry slipped. Sherry flipped. I'll play too soon. The mod that I'm using here will allow you to basically go to the next room, even if Sherry is far away, because the mod is nice like that. Thank you, modder. I believe it was Resident Evil Nemesis 30 that made this mod initially, so shout out to them. We are picking up the silver medallion, and then, so while I think of a way to explain what happened to Sherry there, Curitas, is there any other messages?
Oh, there sure are. We had some raiders earlier, a few moments ago. So welcome in, raiders. You are watching Fast Pace for Pride 2025, raising money for Global Action for Trans Equality, or GATES, a global trans-led advocacy organization dedicated to advancing gender equality for all. We have lots of cool incentives if you type !donate if you want to donate towards some of them. Support GATES, support some of the runs that are upcoming on this marathon. We've got Doom 64 fun levels, as well as a bid war for which sprite to use in Time Spinner. So if you want to give those a check, !donate, or check the pinned message in the Twitch chat. Thank you for your donations.
Thank you, absolutely. And also, I just realized I have to actually give a bit of an apology here, because I did say that I was going to give like little warnings about if spiders were going to be appearing, because I'm aware that there might be some people who might be afraid of spiders, but I completely forgot to do that, so I apologize. But there's only going to be one instance of them later in the run, and then that's it, you'll never see them again. So don't worry, I haven't appeared that many times. Anyway, here's a large crocodile. One of the few cutscenes you actually can't skip, because I'm guessing because if they've been trying it, it was just not working properly, essentially. So here you just lower a canister down and then wait. Get to do a little bit of a dance like this. Come on, crocodile. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. Go on. Eat it up. Boom. And that's that. You can kill the crocodile with conventional weaponry, but why would you do that when you could just do that instead? So now we have got rid of the croc, and we have now rescued Sherry, except she will claim that she has an upset stomach. Now, I don't think I want to say the real reason, like in the in-game reason for why that's happened, because it's actually kind of grim. So instead, I'll say she has a bad tummy because she had a lot of spicy food, and you know what that can do to you. So we need to get concoctments to help cure her of that. So which I like to call Gaviscon. Any other UK folks knows of Gaviscon? Shout outs there. But yeah, we need to go and cure that little tummy ache. So that's basically our now new main objective of the entire game. Last time you get to see spiders, by the way, in the next room. Just making sure that I have the 2 medallions. I do. Oh, I'm not even facing the right way. There we go. Now I'm facing the right way. Put the 2 medallions in. You'll recognize them for the first Resident Evil game if you are a long-time fan of the series. Now we get to go through. And we are going to go into the tram. We're actually already coming up to the final area of the game, by the way. Wow. People, like, it's amazing how... so one reason I really like this series is that on a casual playthrough, you can spend hours upon hours, even, 10, 20 hours on your first time playing through this game. And then you'll notice you could basically beat it in, well, in this case, about 25 to 30 minutes. So it's kind of funny how it sort of works out like that. So now we are coming up to our second boss. So I'm going to put away a couple of items since we don't need them anymore. I'm going to pick up some extra supplies. The only things you absolutely need to pick up are the flame rounds. But I'm picking up extra rounds and the first aid spray because, again, just in case. You never know. The game might be cruel to you. So you have to go into the car, and here is the only functioning toilet that I can remember seeing during this entire game up to now. So I feel very sorry for the former workers there. So now we have everything. We equip the grenade launcher, get the flame rounds in, and put the key. Making sure you do everything in the inventory in one screen.
My stomach.
I know. We're gonna get you your Gaviscon, Sherry. I promise. All right. So here is the second boss. It's William Birkin, and we're going to spam grenades at him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, not quite 6. Gotta heal. 6, 7, and then wait for him to mutate. Boom. Nice. I think that was 8 there. Yeah. Good. That was a good fight. Other than a couple of slashes, it ended up being okay. You know what? Not only am I gonna pick up this these acid rounds. But I'm also going to pick up the green herb there. I'm going to pick up a red herb later to use because this is a marathon. I want to make sure that this goes up because you can, if you're not careful, still very much perish. And because this is one of those classic games where you have to manually save, no auto saves here. If you die, the run is absolutely dead zone. We do not want that to happen. It won't happen. I'm sure it won't. Anyway, we're getting into the ice room where we get to get the fuse up. It is nice and chill in here. Get all your freeze puns out now. Too late. I'm already gone. Now we are going to go into the main room where we put in the fuse case so that we can turn the power on. Hooray, we have the power. Now we got to go towards down into the further basement. We open this door. We see some plants. Go to the left side and you won't get grabbed. Go through to the ladder. Go through the door. Now we have super lickers. They can drop your health down super fast if you're not careful. Except apparently I'm such a gamer that I've only get slashed a tiny bit once and then avoid the rest of the attacks. I have had worse stints in that room in previous runs, so I will take that. It is possible to have no damage, but you know what? The one little slash I'll also take. I'm gonna pick up the red herb so that you can combine the red into the green to make a full heal. Excellent. And you know what? Have another first aid spray. I have four full heals. What could possibly go wrong? Again, I'm gonna jinx myself saying that. Going through the door. This is gonna be the first of 2 times I enter this room. We pick up the card, go back out, and if you are very quick about it, the zombies will be too slow to grab you. Hi, Annette, and bye, Annette. Annette's now sleeping with the fishes. Now we have to make the Gaviscon. Basically, that document that we've got given here is basically directions to make the Gaviscon, to make Sherry's tummy ache feel all better. Now we have to go back through the room of super lickers. Oh, 1 slash. 2. Okay, 2 little slashes. I'll still take that. It's better than getting, whenever you hear the lickers go like, they try a jump slash attack, and that takes half your health away. I'm not even joking. So glad I didn't get hit there. Go towards the side, make sure the plant doesn't hit you. Open this door here, and we are going to... Ooh, actually, wait. Before I change ammo, I'm going to pick up this, and then we're going to pick up... oh, I've got way too much inventory here, so I'm going to use one of the health so I can pick this up. And then... Goodbye, zombie. That's in the way. I'm just going to get rid of him. Turn the light on, and then put the canister in here, and then get blasting. Because you are able to... Hey, excuse me. Thank you. You are able to dodge around them, but because you have to go to this console here and pick up the ammo disc... Oh my goodness me. Do I have to use up 2 heals? Yes, I do. Because I have to pick up the vaccine base. Now we have to go back down to that lab in the bottom earlier so that we can make the Gaviscon and make that tummy ache go away. Hooray for that. Again, move around the plant. Avoid the spit. Now, it is not a classic Resident Evil game without naked zombies. So here we are. We're going to get rid of a couple of the naked zombies so they won't stand in our way. Whoop, bob and weave. Wow, that was a good bob and weave there. All right. Now we are in business. Now we have to go back to that lab so that we can create the Gaviscon. And then we just have to go to the final boss and defeat it and win the video game. So we're actually getting fairly close to the end of the run already, and I'm very happy about that, to be honest. Go bob and weave around that zombie. Now, I have to kind of wait to skip this because there is a soft lock if you skip too early. Thankfully, I did not hit that. Good. We are now good for the rest of the run. So we got to go back out here through the double doors. Go run around Annette again. Hey, Annette. Bye, Annette. And then we go back to where the naked zombies are, and then we go to the final boss, and we destroy said final boss, and then we hopefully win the video game. So, go down here. Make sure not to walk too far forward. I'm going to go here. I'm going to equip this, equip the flame rounds, use the Mo disc. And now we're ready for the final boss of scenario Claire Ray, anyway. Press the button. Now, lots of quick shooting here. I am not the best at quick shooting, but yeah, you just have to put the round. Ow, ow. Make him grow into the second phase. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Tech, you might want to be ready on time fairly soon. Fairly soon. Just giving you advance warning on that. That bite attack will just drain your health, so I'm just going to get and then we get the acid rounds. Hey, you're not gonna. Good a bit. Oh, nice. That was a good jump. And all right, boss is down. All right, get ready on time. We are just getting a few seconds away. And time. Oh, yeah. That was good. All right. Now, I just want to see, we will be getting the IGT, which is how we record our runs. Let's see how we did. How did we do here? 27:02. And my personal best was 26:33. So that's about 30 seconds or 31 seconds or so. That's actually not that bad for a marathon run. I will take it. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just give my usual sort of shout outs. Thank you to my lovely fiance Newcomb and my awesome house buddies Midnight and Milo. They've always been supporting me through my endeavors here, so much love to all of them. Much love to all my friends and family as well. Thank you so much to Fast Paced Events for having me here. Thank you so much to the Arcade and Club 601 for being really, really good folks who've, you know, taken me into their communities and has helped me sort of grow into the runner and other sort of silly person that I've grown to become. So yeah, you can find me on all the things on Twitch, on YouTube, and Blue Sky and things. YoshiChief, it's the same name across all the other stuff. And yeah, that's it from me. Thank you very, very much.
Folks, give it up one more time for YoshiChief. Thank you so much for that run of Resident Evil 2. That was a very quick and very amazing run. You got some love pouring in from chat too. I'll read this one off, one for you right here. $10 from the Sewer Spiders. Don't worry, we don't need a warning for this. They sent a very nice message to you. We pulled the change that fell down into the sewers and made this donation. Thanks for letting us be a small part of Fast Pace for Pride. Thank you so much for that donation, and thank you for that run, YoshiChief. So yeah, with that, thank you once again, and we're gonna get it set up for our next run here. So sit tight, everyone. Don't go anywhere.